Well, good morning everybody. Backyard Scrapping here. It is Thanksgiving morning, so happy Thanksgiving to everybody, even though this video is probably going to get posted after the fact. But anyway, we have I don't want to say a little package here because it's pretty heavy. Scrapman50 and I have been emailing back and forth, and he sent this box as a donation to the channel. So we are going to hopefully attempt to do a couple videos out of this and see what else we've got in here. And anyway, enough chit chat. Let's see what he sent us. It's got to weigh 15 pounds or more, 20 pounds. He said he was sending a box, but I didn't realize he was sending a box. Holy cow. Okay, a lot of what he said he was sending was going to be these little guys from Optical Devices. There is a plate on them in here, and on some of them there is a little, some of the ones that I've taken apart anyway, and he also said there's a little spot where there is some gold wires, some gold bond wires. So anywho, let's see what his note says. I'm going to pull it back here first before I read it on camera. So let me see what this says, and I'll be right back at you. Okay guys, we're back. The note says, "Hi Dino, first I would like to say I really enjoy your videos. I've been watching and learning how to recover gold scrap from computers for the last 5 years by watching YouTube videos. Although I have been in the computer repair business for the past 30 years plus, I've only been processing them as scrap and recovering gold for the past 5 years. Oh my goodness, 30 years ago. Gosh, the stuff you would... I know, hindsight's 20/20. I'll shut up. I have to admit I have not seen any of your videos until recently. I don't know why my searches came up empty." Here, okay, here are the Sound Blaster PCBs, which is this stuff, DVD laser pickups, which is this I mentioned, and I said I would send to you. Do with them as you like. I don't want any of the gold you recover off of it. I would, however, like to see how much gold is actually recovered. Let's see, I have processed gold-plated pins in the past using copper anode basket and the lead bar and sulfuric acid stripping cell. Yeah, that's kind of a pain, but it works. I remember it taking most of the day, loading the basket, dipping into acid, turning the juice, waiting for the, and so on and so on. It's really kind of a pain. He's just explaining here how he did it. And he says, I don't remember exactly how much gold it yielded me, but I remember telling myself I would never do it again unless I had a better method. He says, I have since been selling any gold pins I get on eBay. Okay, so my sources of scrap have mostly dried up, so I'm just going to send you everything I don't want to process that I've been collecting over the past 2 years. I've sent you a few items not mentioned in our emails. I think you might enjoy them. Thanks a bunch. Scrapman50. Alrighty, so we have some stuff in here we need to take a peek at. These are some hard drive boards and some Sound Blaster boards that he, are not hard drive boards, but old connector boards. They look like off of the old IDEs. So they look, those look like they're off of old drives. So let's dig in here and see what we got. Some pins, some LCD boards. Another little bag of pins. There's a blaster board and a couple Sound Blaster boards. A bunch of these. Wow, that's heavy. So I'll have to see what's in there. This is... I don't know. We'll have to look at that. This board was fully plated before I put it into HCl. The gold vanished, and most of, you can see the gold plating on some of the traces by the main IC. Really cheap plate. Yeah, a lot of the plating on, especially newer boards, is just flash plating. It's not actually like a layer of gold. It's more like what you would call the flash plating on electroplated jewelry, where on the older stuff, you know, in the gold filled stuff, you actually, if you put a piece of gold, say a gold filled ring, in acid to dissolve it, you still have the shape of the ring unless you break it up. In other words, the foil's heavy enough that it still retains the shape of what it was plated onto. Gold just plated, like you see the electroplate, when you see that stamped on something inside, that's a flash plating. And what will happen when you take the gold off of that is it'll just come off as a black powder. Well, that's the same thing with stuff like this. It just comes off as a black powder, not as a foil. So anyhow, like I said, we got a ton of these things in here. We got some more pins going on here, and then we got a couple tubs in here. So curiosity's killing me. This thing feels like 5 pounds, so I've got to see what is in here. Let's see. A copper bar, wow. Made with 100% copper wire and pipes, approximately 2 pounds. Enjoy. You can remelt it if you like. Now, I don't think we'll remelt that. I think we'll just hang on to that, and that'll go on the shelf. That's really cool. Wow. That's a honker right there. So we'll put it down over here. And where'd you get a box that fit it so perfect? I mean, that absolutely fits in there perfect, like it was made for it. Oh, so let's see what else we have in here. We've got a bunch of processors, it looks like. Yeah, we've got a bunch of newer processors and some more flash plate boards. Underneath here we've got, looks like a bunch of pins. Gosh, I'm going to be busy this winter. Here we have, looks to be a whole nother tub of mixed pins down here, and then some more. Let me see if I can see what those are. And then all these drives. We're going to have to break some of those down and really take a close look. Some of them look like they're the really old ones off the old big, what were they, 5 1/4 or 5 1/2 floppies? But they are huge. Let me cut this open. I want to see what this is. There's a little gold capped thing. This is what I wanted to see. I think these are going to be more Sound Blaster boards. Yeah, looks like more Sound Blaster boards. Yeah, a bunch of them. All cleaned off. So those are, gosh, he's already done the hard part on these. Bunches of little Sound Blaster boards. And then, yep, that's all Sound Blaster. Okay, we may end up, I usually don't recover boards until I have a lot of them, because even though they're full plate, or some of them are full plate, I mean, unless they're mouse pads, old mouse pads, sometimes on the old mouse pads you actually get foils that will come off of the boards. It's not just flash plating. But regular flash plated boards like this stuff, I usually don't do until I have really a lot of it, because for the most part you're just going to get powder. So, you want to make sure that you've got enough to make it worthwhile doing. And that, like I said, was a bunch of pins. So, I think this is all I'm seeing. There's a few drive magnets in here. So we'll have to sort all this stuff out. Like I said, mostly the rest of what I see in here is just the drive. The laser drives. So I'm going to break a few of those open later on and take a look at them and see what we got. Scrapman50, I really appreciate this. It'll keep me busy for a while, and I think I may try to do a few of these just to see how it turns out, to see what their, what the average yield is off of them. Guys, up here or here, over here, up there, I'm going to put a link to Scrapman50's channel. He currently has 1 subscriber, me. So go over there, check him out. He said he's going to start doing some videos. So give him some support. I will also put a link to his channel in the description below. Everybody that has, a game console or watches where you can't see the description area, or that, where our links don't pop up, it is Scrapman50. So go check him out if you have to search him. And I'm going to let you guys go. I just wanted to show you what he sent us. So he did send us a bunch of toys. So we're going to have a lot more stuff to fiddle with this winter. Everybody, again, happy Thanksgiving. Have a good one. And we will see you all in the next video.